Hey guys, finally back doing another video. I haven't been able to do anything for a while because I've been working 60-hour weeks and just haven't had any time at all. So today's a free day, or the afternoon's free, so we thought we'd have a crack at it. Had a choice of working on orange roughy or sanding the roof on the panorama and resealing the seams. So couldn't really be bothered doing that today. So we're going to start replacing the drawbar on this. All right, let's get into it. All right, I've been thinking about this for ages, really, as long as I've been doing the Caravan, about how I'm going to do this drawbar. This one here is a bit different from all the other ones I've seen, where this actually runs all the way through the front cross member and it's sort of integrated into the chassis. So I'm going to make this the same as the drawbars are on the later ones. I'll actually show you. We'll just go across to mine and we'll have a look. All right. Cut. All right. So this is on the Liteweight 2000, which is our sort of our permanent Caravan. So I'm going to create, you see here where it's cut off and it's capped. So we're going to cut the drawbar off, and you see that goes into that rail there as well. Can you see that underneath?
Yeah.
So basically the 1300, that drawbar comes all the way out. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut it and cap it on there, and then I'm going to run the new drawbar underneath and then put one of these on, and we'll just build the jockey wheel. I went and got the steel for that the other day, and gas bottle ring, the whole lot. So we're going to do everything the same as this Caravan. Okay. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this off here. I'm going to copy the angle on there. I'll get this gas line out of the way, and we'll cut that off and cap it. This, what as you would have seen in previous videos, underneath here look like that, which is never a good thing when you can stick the screwdriver through it. But yeah, like I say, as you would have seen, I've put all new metal in the bottom of that just so we can weld to it. So we're going to run
holes in it.
Oh, that's beyond, that's our cut line there.
Yeah.
So it's beyond that. There's these little ones which are just bits in the where I've welded it.
That part doesn't even matter.
No. I'm going to weld through there anyway. And we're going to run the drawbar back to here. Will be the end of it. And this blue cover you keep seeing in the background, I have some steel in the bottom of it to hold it down so it doesn't blow around. It just so happens that's exactly 75 by 40 by 4 box section, which is what we need. So the first thing I need to do is, when I do it, I'm going to put the new bar underneath this one so I can replicate it exactly, get all the right angles and that. So what we need to do is get rid of any obstructions, like see that there? That's in the way, we can't have anything sitting flat there. So we'll cut this out, which we probably should have done before we towed it from up north. Take the old jockey wheel off. I'm going to cut this off, take the coupling off, cut off the safety chains, and create a surface so we can fit our new members. We're just going to use this as a template before we cut it off, so we can put our new bars right on the bottom. I've never done a drawbar on one of these, and I really don't know which is the correct way of doing it. But
we should stopwatch the whole thing, time lapse it.
We'll see. But the more I thought about it, this is just a way that I'm comfortable doing it, because I want this to be exactly the same angle, exactly the same length and everything. Obviously, just steel will be 50 years newer, or 49 years, or however old this thing is. All right, I'll get a cut-off wheel, and we'll start doing some damage. All right, first thing I'm going to do, we'll take this coupling off and this jockey wheel. You see, rattle gun will be quicker. Much quicker.
You want me to hold that? Ow.
We'll just
I was like, hold on to something, okay. Beautiful.
Can't wash this stuff on there, eh? These have gone rusty quick, haven't they? Sitting outside.
It has been quite gnarly weather.
Yeah, I suppose.
Then there's this thing.
Yeah, almost seems a shame really to kill it, doesn't it? But
Jesus, man.
it's been there for 49 years and it's only going to be there for about another 15 minutes, I reckon.
Now just taking the coupling off.
Yeah.
Oh.
Might put a bit of WD-40 on it. This is the coupling we had to change when we picked it up, and it was, all these bolts are so old, it was like, oh man, if we break one, we are screwed.
Is this welded on? What the? Albatross. Is this welded on?
Yeah. So I'm going to replace all those. These are all a bit dry, I might just give them a quick squirt.
While he's doing that, let's just look at this. That'll buff out, right? That still buff out, wouldn't it?
Yeah, should be fine.
Oh, the man, the myth, the legend, WD-40 mate.
Right.
Sorry if the lighting is bad. Sun's right behind us.
Righty-ho. This puppy off. Pick those up soon.
Hold on, guys.
Well, last that does not want to come on.
That?
Hang on. Alright, cut it there.
Done.
Spare coupling, always handy to have if you're buying and selling caravans. Oh, and this is, I've probably shown you in previous videos. These just have a really big spring in them. So if you've got a caravan with brakes on it, this is sort of the, what do you call it, dampening. You'd have your brake unit on and you take that off, flick that over, and every time you hit, when that's off, every time you hit the brakes in your car, it pushes this down, and that dampens it, so it doesn't, you know, go really fast, and operates the brakes on your caravan. So that's how they work, and that's why they have grease nipples in here, to keep all this part lubricated. So we'll just, I'm going to have to replace these bolts because they're a bit crusty. They did alright to tow it down here though.
It was only a light caravan anyway.
Yeah, she's only a little fella. Right, we'll have to find the bolts for it, wherever they have fallen. Who knows?
Ta-da!
There's one. It's not it.
We got 4 behind you somewhere.
It probably doesn't matter, I'm replacing them anyway.
Oh, one right there.
Anyway, I'm sure everybody watching this video is riveted by watching me put bolts on. Okay, there's our compressor. Alright, I'll grab the cut-off wheel and we'll start cutting stuff.
What?
Alright, I'm going to cut this jockey wheel off first. I don't think there's a great deal holding it on. Then I'm going to cut through that bolt there and cut this chain off. And then we'll cut that centre thing off. Alright, let's get cutting.
We will advise you to turn down your volume.
Thanks so much for that.
If that land on your toes, it'll break all your toes. No, you have no toes. Oh my gosh.
Just stand over there a bit, mate.
Oh, how cool that looks. Ah! Fun chance. That is putting up a fight. A huge fight.
When I'm lonely in the dark, I know you are with me, yeah. Don't you see that I need you so much? When I'm
Not much left, is it?
Show us again?
Alright, just change
That
the
used to be a full disc.
Yeah. Oh, look at that.
Yeah, I was looking at that, eh?
That was about to go. Okay, just cut for a minute. I'll grab some...
When I'm lonely in the dark, I know you are with me, yeah.
That one. Cut that off.
and then we'll get a grind, because this has got to be a nice flat surface, so that's raised, so that's no good. And here and there, I'll probably grind those and cut that, I think is probably easy.
When I'm lonely in the dark, I know you are with me, yeah. Don't you see that I need you so much?
Alright, we've hit a bit of a snag. We've got the drawbars all ready to go. Or what's left of it. I've just ground it up so it's nice and smooth on the bottom. And if we come over here, we'll find that I've got this beautiful big length of steel, which is worth a lot of money now.
Is it?
Yeah, it's gone up. And I mic'd it up and I thought it was 4mm, which it has to be.
Because the drawbar has to be very perfect.
And it is 3, which is a real pain. And I've measured it and mic'd it and carried on, and it's just not worth putting the.
We'll still be able to make something out of that though.
Oh yeah.
We'll probably make a whole trailer out of that.
Yeah, but it's not worth putting the wrong stuff
And possibly.
on there. You really need minimum 4mm for a drawbar.
I mean, the Caravan's light though, so.
Yeah, it's still got to be 4mm.
What did that fail in?
You know, I'll go to all the trouble of fabricating a drawbar and putting it on, and go to the testing station. They mic it up, find it's 3, and I just wouldn't feel right doing it. So, gonna call it for today, unfortunately. Have to find something else. I really can't be bothered sanding the roof of the panorama, so that can wait. But tomorrow I'll go and get some 4mm, and yeah, I'll go and get a couple of lengths, and then we'll just do, we're a bit quieter this week, so we can do some work, do it after work, a couple of nights, and just slowly fabricate it.
Sweet.
Cool. Alright, we've just had a look at everything that we've just recorded, and it turns out this video is actually 22 minutes. It'll probably be a little bit less than that, because we'll speed up all the bits where I was cutting and grinding, because that's really boring. So we'll call this one done, and on the next one I'll go out and buy the proper steel, and I'm gonna, not sure, I'll probably put a couple of benches under this and somehow clamp the new steel below this one, and then we'll tack weld it into place. We'll tack weld some supports on it, and then I'm actually going to take it off and weld it on the bench, because it's a lot easier to weld. That way I can turn it upside down and get really good welds on everything. And then we'll put it back, make sure it's properly in shape, and cut it there, and then just stitch weld it in, and it should be done. Alright, catch you on the next one.
See ya.